Intro. Y'all ain't ready for this. The disrespect is real.
I don't give a fuck. I'll do it again. I'm not above it. I am that snake bitch.
No, it's okay. You guys are all welcome to trash Queen in the chat. We'll hold a whole panel on Queen.
I am honest to a point, but a lot of the things I talk about aren't true.
Wait, somebody not telling the truth on YouTube? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Got a monster inside of me. You better watch out if you ignore me. A road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling this war. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded.
Me and my friends, we're gonna find you and we're gonna rip you apart like a wasteland.
Snakes don't get a fucking safe space. If she wants to keep it going, then we'll keep going. If she wants to stop the bullshit, then we'll stop the bullshit. But I'm not gonna fucking sit here and let anybody lie on my motherfucking name.
Bring your app. The fucking link is in the chat. That should be.
Oh, loose booty, wet panty looking ass boy. Replay that, Queen. Her name is Queen. It ain't really so much Queen. Queen B. Queen B. Okay, there. Queen B. Queen B's money. Queen B ain't got no money. Queen B.
He always fucks some shit up. I don't know why PJ doesn't get his ass on a motherfucking leash and get his ass under control. Fuck.
Better than never. I can feel my heart rate, adrenaline pressure. It's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. So, you locked away inside with the key control by fight or flight.
And I haven't brought it public, you know why? Because someone that I was fucking close to is in the middle of a goddamn lawsuit. How do I get my hands on your stuff? Because I need something to clean these titty butts. My job is just not doing it.
Bring your asses. As simple as that. Come in. Bring it. Bring your asses. Hey, don't get Queen B and her 550, 600 servants. Bring their asses out.
You might have started it, but I'm gonna finish it.
Absolutely. Or go to somebody else's panel. Let me just say Queen B's panel. I'm telling you, we all need to go up on Queen B's panel because that seems where everybody's going. I guess Queen B is like the god of YouTube.
Queen B Escobar, bro.
She's in China just making drugs.
You know, I run the cartel on the YouTubes. I run the cartel here. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what boss bitches do.
Exactly.
Beefing with the Queen B because I heard the stinger sucks.
This lady, Queen B, with the lip ring, is innocent. You two weirdos are being weird. No, I know who this is. You're the lady that was on Molly Go Lightly.
No. You have no doubt QB could hold her own with any female on YouTube. Let me tell you something we all learned a long time ago. I would fuck her up and drag her from here to China. Let's meet one-on-one.
Writing checks their mouth can't cash. Bitch, I didn't write a check my mouth can't cash. I cash all them motherfucking checks.
And I cannot for the life of me understand why people put her on a pedestal. And these allegedly smart people put her on this pedestal like she's something important.
We got to tell you about yourself. It's your fucking overlying ass over there. Is her fucking name obnoxiously relevant?
Because she
I know, she changed it.
She meant to say obnoxious and irrelevant. That's what she meant to say.
And coincidentally, it sounds exactly like Queen Bee's voice because, as I've always thought, Queen Bee is using some sort of slight distortion on her voice when she broadcasts.
Exposed!
Queen Bee exposed! Oh my god, bitch. Did they get that Dugan?
Said they get that Dugan. That shit Chronicle Shady, you better fucking shut your mouth with that. Well, stop.
Wow. What in the hell? Someone told Queen Bee that you said it was her hacking your email. What the hell is wrong with people?
Why
Take your ass to bed. It's fucking past your bedtime. Go on now.
Right? Why you gotta be crying?
Motherfucking killing the vibe, bitch. Take your ass to bed.
Boston, no, I'm not capping at all. I'm telling the whole truth.
Good, babe.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle. You know me, skedaddling away. See you
All
guys.
right.
Pumpkin. I love you too.
Alright. I despise you, Boston.
Whatever.
Good morning, beautiful.
Happy day.
Happy day, baby. We got triggered today. I trigger these motherfuckers every day.
Baby Jesus showed us that, you guys. I swear to God.
I know that's right, because you just put right on that shit.
Yes, I did. Baby Jesus was like, look here.
Yeah, fuck the pause. Pause for the cause. Fuck that pause.
I'm just trying to be a better person. I know it.
Let's see here. God damn it, Duke. You hear him?
Yes, your dog is.
Damn it, Duke.
Girl, this tea is piping.
It's living. These motherfuckers hot.
That just burnt the roof of my mouth.
Where's
Oh,
Candy
yeah.
Sue? Where's she at? You heard that like I heard that one. Fire in the hole. Smoke him if you got him.
You're like the type of person that would probably be in the back of the class.
Fuck you, me too.
Ellie's a thug.
Right.
You don't
We're all thugs around here. Shambles. Thank you for supporting the hot biddies. Y'all wasn't ready for that, was you?
Wait, I wasn't, bitch. I was not. I wasn't even close to ready for that shit. All right, I love you, baby girl. I'm gonna jump off.
I love you too, baby doll. Yo, what's happening? What's happening? We're having a little kickback. A kickback on the hive. Don't tell nobody we're doing a secret kickback over here. KNS gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. Showing love over here at the hive sidebar. We're over here keeping a secret. We're trying to have a little secret meeting over here, a little secret live. We didn't tell nobody we did mention it earlier, but then I didn't show up on here for a little bit. Well, because I was tired, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go on there and talk some shit with them. I haven't been on there for a while, so let's go talk a little shit. You know? The dive bar, side bar, hideaway bar. Smoke them if you got them. Oh, man, I guess you're in the wrong place, Purple Passion. You're in the wrong motherfucking place, because it is funny over here. We like to laugh. Anyways, I see these YouTube streets are going crazy. Did you guys see Magnolia had a fucking live? Magnolia had her first live stream, and we all showed up just to say, hey. Just to, pop in and say, hey. Hey, Magnolia. Hey, voices. You still? I wasn't sure if you'd still be awake or not, actually. My goodness. Welcome to the YouTube streets. Are you having a bad night, Purple Passion? What's wrong with you? Who pissed in your Cheerios, girl? What's wrong with you? So today marks 3 years that Summer Wells went missing and their hell started. I do not think that they will ever forget this day. I mean, how could they, you know? Purple's having a bad night. RLR said, "Do you need a cookie?" Gosh dang it. Yeah, that's why I don't have 5K subs. That's why I don't even have 5K subs over here. Jeez. This channel's terrible. How dare I go live and laugh on it? What the fuck? How? We can tell you ain't from over here. Traders, I heard what happened, baby. And like I said, I'm here if you need me. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know. I don't know the whole situation. I just had heard that, you know, you got some paperwork and shit. And of course, you know. Do you even 5K, bro? Do you even 5K? Duh. Never even got past 5,000. Jeez. That's why I suck. Because I don't have 5,000 subscribers. Because Purple Passion said so. Right there. That's why you don't even have 5K subs. You getting a battleship? That's what's up. They're telling me about myself, aren't they? This channel just sucks. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Legal Eagle. You think so? You gonna make her buy the moon? So I heard, you guys want to know something funny? I heard this. Listen. There was a live stream, and Brittany went over the live stream. So Nonsense went over that live stream. And then Brittany went over that live stream. The Nonsense went over the of Brittany of the and right before she got ready to end, Truth Not Feelings or whatever comes over there. You know how he comes in the different chats with the little roosters and shit. She got cock bombed and was so pissed. She set it to like members to like 55 minutes. You had to be a member for 55 minutes or some shit before you could type. She was so pissed about the cocks coming in the chat. All I could think was, it's just a fucking joke. Laugh it off. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, who gives a fuck? Purple Passion is Laura's dildo. I'm done. I'm fucking done, bitch. You better come over here and rescue your jitterbug. I don't know what a chat summary is. I've never seen it. Look, you know what it says for a chat summary? This live chat is about a YouTuber named by the name Purple Passion experiencing internet issues while streaming. Viewers were mocking her and calling her names while some are trying to defend her. I'm done. This shit is too fucking funny. And I did post a new Discord link, so I did fix that. So there's that. That's taken care of. The chat summaries are hysterical, aren't they? What is that shit? I don't know what it is. I've never even seen, like, I mean, I've just started seeing them. I've never seen it before, though. That shit is too fucking funny. So did anybody watch Magnolia and JLR's live? They were talking about getting together. Right before that, though, did you guys see who was driving around and was showing up at the same spot JLR was at? Did you guys see it? Because I did. You watched a couple minutes of it? I went in there and said, hey, you need some mods, girl. You're going to need some mods. And then I think I only seen a couple trolls come in there. There wasn't too many. So I don't know if they had like a backup mod or something, or like a ghost mod. You know what I'm saying? Somebody modding that wasn't typing in the chat or whatever, you know? Damn, I'm still shocked at this YSL murder trial. They sent the lawyer to jail. The judge sent the lawyer to jail. This was his first week in jail. He said, put me in there with my client. I want to go in this holding cell with my client. What's up, chick? What you doing?
The YSL's attorney said that?
Yeah, they had, so the judge and the state had a fucking secret meeting with one of the witnesses, and he pled the fifth, and then all of a sudden after this meeting he wanted to testify, and somebody told the Brian Steele, which is YSL's attorney, about it. And the judge said, who told you about it? Who told you about this secret meeting? And he said, I'm not telling you. Fuck you. I don't have to tell you. Wow. The judge said, you're going to tell me or I'm throwing you in jail. You're going to tell me or I'm throwing you in jail. And he said, fuck you. I'm not. Oh, we're getting cock blocked. Oh, shit. We're getting cocked.
Any cockle-doo.
Uh-oh. Shit. Here they come.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Any cockle-doo.
Girl, y'all had BJ pissed. She said, fuck this. My ass is done, son. She said it for 55 minutes.
Oh, my God.
She said, y'all ain't coming in unless you're subscribed for 55 fucking minutes.
She cock-blocked them?
She was pissed. She said, I don't even know why they put them stupid roosters in my chat. I don't even know why they do that. I fucking laughed so hard, bitch. I turned it on right on time. Just in time to see him start coming in. She was pissed. I was like, oh, they're fucking cocking her. They're getting her. We're getting cocked. We're getting cock-blocked. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go. Look at him. Look at him go.
Look at him go.
Look at him go. Look. Oh, shit. Here they go.
It's raining cocks. Hallelujah. It's raining cocks.
Right. The cocks come in peace.
Hey, Clue.
What's up, Clue? What you doing, girl? Out here playing on these YouTube streets. Right. We love cocks over here.
We are flooded with cocks.
It's Heifer's birthday. As a matter of fact, at midnight, it's Heifer's birthday. She's out getting drunk as hell, getting pulled over by the cops.
Oh, shit.
I was like, damn, girl, you're having a good fucking birthday. Shit. Out here cocking along and stuff. We're having a cock party. Shoot.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. I drove a whole bunch of miles. I got plugs, wires. Dropped them off.
She's wild and out. She sure is.
Protect the hive.
Look, right. Protect the hive. Shit. At all costs. We're cocking it up in here. They said it's a Tony party. I'm done. Let's see who's coming up here with us. Who's coming up here with us? Let's see. What's up, girl?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What you doing, baby? You come to
I
hang
just wanted to
out and
come
talk
hang.
with us?
Yes, I was so excited. I was like, I want to go. I want to come talk.
Yes. Come up here and hang out for a little bit.
Yes.
We're getting cock blocked right now. We're having a good old time.
Oh, good. Okay.
We're getting cock blocked in the chat.
Purple.
They're coming. Look at them coming in strong. They are coming in strong. Shit.
Holy
Here.
cow.
Shit. Can't even keep up with them. Good Lord. All these cock and balls. Holy shit. Lord. let me
I know how to play along.
That's too fucking funny.
Nice one, voice.
We're having a fucking cock party over here. Shit. Uh-oh. Attack. Shit, we don't want to be attacked. No. We want to play. We don't want to be attacked. We don't want to be attacked. We like to play along.
So many cocks, so little time.
So many cocks, so little time. That's right. We come in peace. We'll hold our stingers back. We're going to have a buzz over there. We're going to have to go over there and buzz over there and do a little, buzz and bee attack on y'all.
Bee bomb them.
Right. Stereophonics mom member for 6 months. Read chat summary now. I don't know how it doesn't come up on mine. It's got to come up on one of you guys's.
Let me see.
I'm sure it talks about cock and balls. Roosters.
Is the chat summary like some new AI feature?
Yes. It's wild. Truth was really funny earlier. I took some screenshots of his when I first got home and I was looking at it. Damn it, it didn't come up this time. Earlier it said, I can't get it to pop up again now. Earlier it said, this was funny. Earlier it said, on Truth it said, this chat discussion revolves around the actions of popular streamers, including Dolly, PJ, Betty, Magnolia, and JLR. Viewers express various opinions and share their perspectives on the streamers' latest interactions, such as their beach visit, live streams, and personal relationships.
Oh, beach visit.
Queen said earlier.
Oh my God, listen to this one.
Okay.
People are discussing the presence of inappropriate content in the chat. They are expressing their disapproval and asking for inappropriate comments to be removed. Some people are also making light of the situation, using humor to deal with the awkwardness.
People are responding to Purple Passion's behavior and content. The many suggestions she may have had too much to drink and urging her to take a break. Some are also reacting to Trader's recent comments and actions, with some supporting them and others criticizing.
There are a lot of creators that I would love to read their chat summaries.
Oh, okay. So last night, the first time I saw this was last night when I clicked into BJ's to see what she was doing, and she was reviewing Clue. Okay, fine. It says the ongoing conversation revolves around a missing child named Sebastian, with viewers expressing their opinions on the situation. Some believe that the parents of Sebastian, Katie and Chris, are not acting appropriately, while others believe the focus should be, sorry, my phone timed me out, should be.
True said, roosters, cocks, go back to the cock house. Head back to the hen house. You're being called back. Hell no. Does it change every time we talk or what?
Yeah. What essentially it's like the AI listening into the stream and taking into account what the chatters are saying, and it pops up automatically.
We love AI.
It's
Let's all just tell AI.
Oh, the chat is filled with inappropriate comments. People are asking the mods to remove them. Some people are making light of the situation and using humor to cope, while others are simply expressing disapproval.
That's too funny. Mine said awkwardness. Right, you gotta love AI and YouTube. Oh my gosh, AI is YouTubing. That's too funny.
Well, I want to know who's asking the mods to remove the inappropriate comments.
Listen, that chat summary is gonna make for some prime content. Hell yeah, it is. Look out. And congratulations, Happy Life. She's got a grandbaby. She just had a grandbaby.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
It was super awesome.
Where do you find this AI summary?
Oh, sorry. It comes up on the phone. And when you switch from top chat to live chat, it pops up.
Oh, I'm on my computer. So that's up. I'll look at it on my phone later. Are you guys able to hear me? I have new headphones. I'm having headphones.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, I can. What she said? One for the road. Oh shit! Have a good night, Earth. Come back and visit us. Who's on panel? I was gonna say. Let's see. Does it say your name on here? Miss Kia Voices. So, what'd you guys think about Magnolia's first live stream? What'd y'all think about that?
I didn't get to see it. I was crossing the Wyoming-Montana border, and cell service is super fucking spotty. So
I thought it was good.
I told you I'd run all
first of all, she is very pretty.
Oh, she was on camera?
Yeah, she went on camera, and JLR was up there with her.
Oh, that's great.
Which I figured he would be. You know, I honestly did. I figured he would go up there with her for her first live.
I didn't realize they'd been together for so long. Like
I didn't either.
But,
you know, he kept shit real quiet too. You know what I mean? He probably didn't want us to know because we didn't fuck with him back then. We really didn't fuck with him at all back then.
I remember during Cavalcante, it was a long time ago. Had no idea he had someone with him. Because, like, remember that night that he stayed at that woman's house with her son? We're like, this is really creepy. But had we known that they were staying there together, it would not have been so creepy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you think wait. You think she stayed at those people's houses?
Yeah, I think she was there. Or maybe.
Wow.
Maybe I'm wrong, but she was talking about a map, and she's like, I've been to almost all but 2 states.
You know what? She very well might have. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I just didn't know. I just didn't figure she would stay at somebody's house. You know what I mean? I figured he would, because he's a lot different. You know, men are different anyways, but he's a lot different. So I figured he would, but I didn't figure she would.
Maybe she was just running things from the background back at home. I don't know.
Well, that, or they could have had maybe an Airbnb or something that she stayed at while he stayed there or whatever, you know?
Yeah, because I remember like the night that he stayed there, it was like right where they thought he was. So,
That or a hotel maybe or something, you know?
yep.
And honestly, I don't, you know, like you gotta protect your privacy, and you gotta protect those that you care about, because the first thing people do is try to mess in that. So I don't blame him at all for it, right?
Absolutely not at all. Keep yourself and all your information private as long as you can.
And even if it comes out, what's rule number one? It wasn't me. I don't know who that is. Wasn't me.
Flutter's right. She does seem to have a very good effect on JLR. Like he's changed.
I'm gonna
I mean,
agree with that.
I'm not saying he's an angel, but I'm saying he's not doing as like shady stuff.
Well, I mean, even the devil was an angel once.
Mm-hmm. It was interesting that she had over a lot of people in her life, more than I've ever seen in some other people's lives.
Oh, I'm sure somebody was punching air. I'm sure that was.
Well, maybe Walt.
I'm sure that was an very interesting reaction. Flutter said, I like her. I don't know. I mean, I'm still, you know, I don't really know her, you know. But then again, you don't really know very many people on here like that anyway. So here, let me show you. She was on camera. Let me see. Let's see. Let me pull this up real quick.
Okay, so we are live. We're live.
Hello, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. Hello, thanks for watching. Is there any way we could get up both of us a little bit?
We can what?
Can blow us both up? Kind of blow us up, both of us?
Let's see.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool. I like that. Hello, everyone. There's
Hi,
Magnolia's in the house.
He's trying to guide her. He's like, hello, everyone. Magnolia in the house.
She is very pretty.
She is very pretty. Very classy. Yeah. Uh-huh.
She has a very nice voice.
good to see you all. Thank you for being here.
Listen, today has been World True Crime Day. All the way from getting up in the morning, covering that case out of Mississippi with Callahan, hearing, you know, him basically got a perp walk and he's going in front of the cameras and he basically admitted to the most horrific crime you could possibly do in Mississippi, Louisiana history.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Summer Wells anniversary.
Yep.
And then today's the Summer Wells anniversary. And then this quadruple murder that occurred in Pasco County, going to the crime scene there where a family is still missing a 4. And now a mass shooting occurred at a splash pad in Michigan. I mean, and Rachel Marin's killer was caught today. There was a lot of things.
Also baby Maya. Baby Maya's body was found, 8-month-old baby Maya. And there was also another case that I was kind of looking into, but so much has been going on.
So anyhow, she kind of like just chit chats for a little while, which is, I think, is pretty cool. You know what I mean? She kind of introduces herself and how they met and stuff like that, you know? She talks about when they met, what her job was, what she used to do, what she does now.
Yeah. That's really cool.
She seems very smart.
Now, see, the video that... So Heels made a video a while back about her, and she had put it out. I think it's still out to this day. I think it's still out. Not too sure how old it is or how long ago this happened or whatever, but there was she had some trouble herself a while back. So her name's been in the, you know what I mean, a little bit around a little bit, not like a bunch, but I know that came out pretty fast when it came out that they were dating. I'm sure it will be brought to the forefront again now that someone else is mad, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
So, yeah.
But isn't it funny when that one's past gets brought up, she gets very not happy about that. So
Oh, she gets extremely fucking pissed.
I get so mad when you play by the rules that others set and then you play by them and then they get mad at you for playing by their rules. Come on now.
It is kind of amazing to look back if you've been around the community, or I hate that word, but on YouTube and around these streets, whatever, for so long. It's interesting to look back at where people were a year ago and how they've changed. And you can definitely see some have changed for the better, some have changed for the worse, some are gone, some are still here. It's interesting once you stick around.
So there's another case that we didn't even cover. I can't remember where it was. There were 4 people that were killed. They were bludgeoned over the head with a lead pipe. And the guy who did it said that the reason he did it was because he wanted to have a movie made about him. So that's wild. I mean, I think that happened yesterday or the day before. I'm not sure, but it's like there's so much going on. Like that case is wild, but we didn't even have time to even get there. So we'll have to see what that's all about.
Yeah, today was a very, very busy day. Well, now people get to see Magnolia. Magnolia, you know, the with JLR, you know, we work extensively. She's been doing Magnolia for everyone that knows or doesn't.
I think JLR is really proud of her, and I think he's trying to change to be good, like be a good person for her. That's what it seems like. You know what I mean? Like it seems like now that she's been in the picture a little while, he's done a lot better.
Listen, any positive change that comes out of him is a good thing, right?
Yep, that's right. So if he's making positive changes on her accord, that's amazing. Hey, do your thing. Maybe that's what it'll take.
She definitely has been a positive.
She keeps him on his toes too. You know, he's real active. He's got to fucking, you know, he's got to be doing stuff. He's got to be moving around. He's got to be doing shit. But so she said, so does she. Oh yeah, Patty. I'm sorry, honey. Did you guys accidentally time her out? Yeah, I can try real quick. Hold on. I was gonna say I seen you put that there was a fake Tony account that came in or whatever.
So, Voices, did you see any buffalo today?
Nope. I did not see bison. I saw 17 antelope, 5 deer, a dozen dead things along the road, and a couple of broke down vehicles. That was what I saw.
Okay. I know where I live, they're called bison too, but I still call them buffalo. Where I grew up, it was called buffalo.
Bison is the herd, in my opinion. But
Did you hear about the white buffalo?
I did, and I've got a friend coming. We're gonna go through Yellowstone, the middle of next month. So I'm really, really, really excited because we may get to see it.
Oh, that would be so awesome. We had one here in my state. But
Well, it's okay. It's 86 seconds, baby. I can't get it undone, so she'll just have to wait, baby.
Doesn't know she's been doing a lot of things with this.
Sorry, Patty. I don't know that the girls accidentally timed you out, so I can't get it undone, but it'll be over with in like 80 seconds. So that's like a minute and 20 seconds. It should be almost done. I'm really sorry that happened.
But now that we've kind of been able to devote all of our time, I think we've kind of developed some processes that help us, move quicker, and we're very efficient. We have a very tight, well-oiled machine, as they say.
Yeah, we got to.
So they have their own routine, their own schedule, their own. You know what I'm saying? Like she does her thing, he does his.
That's going to set them up for great success.
Yeah, but they work well together. You can tell they work off each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they seem to work very well together. Sweet Crazy said, bet you do.
Capability like a mass shooting that just happened, unfortunately, so sad, and we don't like it. We don't like covering these things. I mean, it really affects our psyche a little bit offline, because we constantly talk about it and just how devastating it is. But there was a mass shooting that happened in a splash pad, and we were instantly, within 5 minutes of it happening and breaking, we're online talking about it. We're on there sharing. One of the reasons we want to share is to inform the public what's going on, because if there's a madman and a gunman on the loose, we want the public to be aware so they can grab their kids, grab their family, and lock their doors down or avoid the area.
So the border, though, I think our favorite town though is McAllen, right? Like McAllen.
I mean, that's like an all-American town, man. There was just families
and Starbase, like that whole area. I'm obsessed. Literally.
Yeah, it's like families, families with their children. A lot of.
Yeah, you can tell they feed off each other.
Yeah.
It actually makes them a little more relatable and human with her. Yes, it does. It humanizes JLR a lot when he's, you know what I mean? Like when he's with her.
That's what I was just standing here thinking. He seems a lot more relatable. It's shocking to see the full change from where he was when I first came across him with hooves. Just wow.
Yeah, he's a little he's a lot different. I mean, he seems like he's a lot different. My allergies are acting up. We just mowed the yard.
And you know what? He looks
you're not scared of the border. And people were asking in the chat where, you scared of the border.
Go ahead, what?
He looks good. You're right, JP. He looks really good since his health scare.
Yeah. Maybe that's what changed too. You know what I mean? Maybe the health scare, him being with, having a girlfriend and having a reason to, be healthy, want to be healthy and take care of himself.
He's also off paper now. so he
Right.
can have the life that he wanted, you know?
Was in what do you call it? Atlanta the whole time. That's
Well,
right.
speaking of the brother was very hostile towards me, us.
Yeah.
Brother would be chasing us around in his car. Every time we went to like the courthouse or the police station, he's lurking around this what was it, like a Nissan, a black Nissan, or what was it, Maxima or something, Nissan Max? What kind of car was that?
It was it was a black Nissan, but like
Acura
it was like a
something.
Nissan Altima or something like that. But,
Yeah,
like,
and he I remember one time when I was at the courthouse, he rolls his window down at me and literally goes like this to me. And then he goes like this. And then zooms off.
yeah, he hated
Like, he doesn't
us.
like my.
He pulled the finger out. He pulled the finger out. Do you see how long that dog was?
Yeah. At the courthouse, he rolls his window down at me and literally goes like this to me. And then he goes like this. And then zooms off.
Yeah, he hated
Like, he doesn't
us.
like my reporting. Okay, cool, whatever, like that. But man,
Yeah, he seems like he's humanized a lot more. You know what I mean? Like, than he ever was before.
Dude, he's blinking now. The chat's right. He's blinking.
Yes, he is. The finger. The finger.
he's a little bit hostile.
Look at him. He blinked like 5 times there. Go. Look.
Reporting. Okay, cool, whatever, like that. But man,
he's
a little bit hostile driving around.
Look at him. He can't stop blinking with him flirting with her. Look. Oh, shit. JLR flirting.
Chasing me around all around the neighborhood.
Blinking like 15 times. He's all excited.
He's comfortable.
That's what happens in front of a pretty girl, huh?
I'm just glad that they are.
I'm glad he found a girl that he
Yes.
can, you know what I'm saying, mesh with, you know?
They
Yeah.
seem to be a great team together.
They
You
both
know,
like to
traveling
travel.
traveling can either make it or break it, you know? That's one of those things that, like,
Oh, fuck. I miss Heels too, man. She'd have a lot to say about this. You don't even know. Fuck. Holy shit. She would have a lot to say. Boy, would she ever. Yes, he looks like he's in love. Like a teenage boy in love again.
No, he literally hated us. And as soon as we got in the neighborhood, we didn't even do anything. Like, we just drove down the street and we were driving and we saw her house. We didn't even stop. We didn't even stop and get out. We just drove by the house. And the next thing you know, we have this Nissan following us all over town, chasing us around, like playing cat and mouse. That happened that day. And then it happened
multiple times.
Yeah. And then it happened again at the courthouse. He just rolled right up on you.
See, you know what? It helps because she's a very pretty girl. Very pretty girl.
Yes, she is.
So I wish him the best. You know what I mean? I really do. I hope they do their, you know, have fun, do their thing, whatever, you know, but they seem to get along pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Brittany, this year, we'll go to this and I'll show you guys what I was talking about because holy shit.
oh boy. All right.
Truth, no feelings made her shut her live down.
Are you kidding me?
No, I swear to God, I'm not.
Oh my
I
gosh, you can't be that fucking thin-skinned.
It was that bad.
Oh.
And she said it to 55. Look at this. It was confusing as hell. Okay, so she pops on here, right? She's talking. Okay, cool. She flips this on. I'm like, all right, she's reviewing nonsense. No big thing. Whatever. You know how they do. They review one another and shit. Whatever, you know. So I was like, okay, she's going to review her, going over something. I mean, fuck, I haven't even paid attention, so I don't know what's what she's been talking about other than Seth. So I just thought she was going to go over something that she said about Seth or whatever, or some live stream she did. Anyhow, I turn it on and this is what I seen. Well, anyways, I come back and then it was on this and I'm like, what the hell? So I was like, what the fuck is she reviewing? I was like, oh my God, she's reviewing nonsense, reviewing her.
Oh my God, she's reviewing nonsense, reviewing her.
Yes, it's just so you see her 3 blocks, then you see nonsense, then you see her blocks, then you see the
and she's reviewing
video.
J is for Justice.
Yes, it looks like.
Oh my God.
And now we're reviewing
Well,
them.
J is for Justice is reviewing Illuminati and the Friend.
Oh my God, it's 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon out here.
Yes, so we have Illuminati and the Best Friend on the screen. Then we have J is for Justice reviewing them. Brittany and her friend reviewing that. Nonsense reviewing Brittany and her friend. And then we have Brittany and whoever the fuck this is. And Nana's Dragonfly reviewing this. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Oh my, holy fuck.
That means it's a deep, deep, deep hole.
Right. This is a deep fucking rabbit hole. This is a review of a review of a review of a review of a review.
But look,
here we go.
And look, it's all about Bobbynoculars. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one.
No, that's the friend. This is the friend that Clue did an interview with.
Oh, that's right. This is the lady from the Navy. Sorry.
Yes, that's her. Okay, check this out.
Since you've arrived, is drag people in the name of victims and their families.
When did I say something about a family member? Well, I mean, a few times. And Seth is one of them people.
You talk? Are you kidding me? If she's not the one talking about him, she supports the people that do the worst. Be real.
Right.
All right.
How can a woman like that lay her head down at night and go to sleep?
Oh, she loves this. She's evil. This is her thing.
Her husband told on her. Like, she was sitting there so proud, and he said she is consumed with this. And I was like, oh, that's not
at
a
least
compliment.
Your husband can draw you.
Like, you think
tell her
that makes you look great, that you're consumed by all of this.
Right.
You're
not like
consumed by drama
about it. Right. It was maybe wrong choice of words there, but
well, she looks at it like, oh, this is a passion since I was 16 years old. No, honey, dragging people's a passion. That's a passion for you.
She doesn't drag. She uses your words against
one of them girls in school that did.
So I mean, it wasn't a passion. I didn't think.
It's been nonsense's passion on this stuff.
Not to drag people, but I mean to do other stuff, yes.
Right. But that's the problem, is that nonsense has not drugged Brittany. Nonsense has taken what Brittany has said and broken it down and put the provable facts out, as well as used her own words against her. Nonsense doesn't get nasty. I've sat and I've watched it all.
So rather than combat that, Brittany's going to call her whatever, not passionate, consumed or whatever. Is that right?
Yep. And then that's that Sarah girl that used to always be up on her panel. Sarah is in the naked square.
Okay.
I know that, like, the voice, once you have a fight with that voice, when you fight with somebody, you know their voice. That's Sarah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the bullying with all the other girls.
Yeah, no doubt.
100%.
You call people CUNTs and FUBs and GD this and GD that. Yeah, you're definitely an advocate. You're gross. You're absolutely.
Okay, hold on. Listen.
Did she just say nonsense is gross?
Yeah. Well, listen. She's talking because the word goddamn or F this or whatever comes out of her mouth. It is no different than a nurse having foul language. Advocates are people too. And at least nonsense has something behind her name. And Nonsense isn't out here asking for people to pay her internet bill. Let's not forget that, shall we?
Yeah, her poll tonight was, do you think Nonsense is in this for money and clicks and views or something like that? And 53% people said no. 47% of people said yes. So her chat even said no.
I mean, I'm going to say this. When I first,
neighbor, the way that they treated that neighbor and talked about her, now that's ripping somebody apart.
No.
Neighbor is in the present time.
Are you kidding me?
At least the neighbors in the present time, a neighbor that lives two streets down around the fucking corner and is nothing but a damn nosy Gladys Kravitz.
Yeah, this is some bullshit here.
All right.
And Julia,
so
the
that
dog handler, got ripped apart too because they started noticing she was over here in your comments and stuff.
Yeah,
and
anybody
friendly
who's
with us.
anybody.
But before that, they were kissing her ass.
Yep.
No.
Sure are.
No.
Yeah, when they thought she was, siding with them.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Will be something we'll be discussing soon too. We'll get as many as we can.
Yeah.
Not everybody watches YouTube, but we got to. I think we got to work.
One more thing, I'm going to say this. I will give a shout out. I think the billboards are absolutely great, but I also want to point out when you sit there and do you feel that maybe you could learn what? Hold on a second. I do not like the live streams on one person day after day. In my opinion, it is bullying. I don't participate in it, but allegedly, in my opinion, Brittany, do you feel that maybe you could learn something? Learn something from what? Are you talking about
being bullied?
From nonsense? Listen,
you can't learn nonsense from nonsense.
Unsupervised, we all could learn to do better and grow every day.
Hey, listen, they want to give us their brain cells, but it would be a waste. It would be a waste for them to donate their brain cells to us. Shut the fuck up.
I just not from being this. I mean, if people can't see that this.
First of all, who's the dumb bitch in there talking shit like that?
That's Sarah. That's also
Sarah who?
I don't remember what the rest of her names. I think she used to be Sarah and Sarah and something. I don't remember, but she's been on Brittany's for quite a while. She's just as fucking dumb as a bag of hammers. She runs her mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Who was the one that was saying?
I don't know.
My mouth fucking shut. Hell, the fuck no.
And everything that I didn't even know this chick existed, and she had been live about me for a straight month before I even said a word. So nonsense. She will always. She I'm sorry. She started with me. I don't just randomly go after people. I simply it's bull. It's absolute
pointing out
bull.
the hypocrisy. That's all.
Complete hypocrisy. All right,
working together.
And yeah,
his name.
But Nonsense never went after Brittany. So
what?
Not in my opinion, anyways.
What Brittany
just reviewing someone
going after her is the fact that Nonsense started reviewing all of them. It wasn't just, I think she did 2 or 3 with Brittany. She did CJ. I mean, there were multiples that she did. This is just the biggest place where this is the place where she has had the missing person's father, right? So, and anything when it comes to things that are factually based around the case, that's what Nonsense is dispelling. Brittany doesn't do a good enough job of doing the speculation and like it gets all mixed in, and she tells it her way. And what Nonsense is doing is separating her fact from fiction.
So she's reviewing her.
Yes. Like one would think Brittany would be thankful that somebody would say, hey, if you changed and you started looking at this, and this, if you want to really cover these cases, maybe do it, but do it like this way. But it doesn't seem to ever click. Anyway.
You do have a right to defend herself. So that have really big channels don't play and they'll come for her.
Yep. There's no views in doing what she does with that.
I'm going to say this tonight. I challenge her to do it.
And she sits there and says that she doesn't do this for money and for views. You're the biggest liar ever. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be on like
in here that she made money. It's okay. No, she said
she wouldn't be targeting the Sebastian Rogers case. She would be doing it.
She don't make money, but today she said she does, and that she donated it to the billboards. But I mean,
what billboards? I haven't seen any billboards. Have y'all seen any?
No, that's another thing. I haven't seen one post anywhere with a picture of not one of these
22
billboards or a receipt
22
or a
billboards.
receipt.
I saw some of them all down at Myrtle Beach, all over.
Yep.
Are you
I'd love
guys
to see these billboards.
paying attention?
Anyone that lives nearby one, if you see one, please snap a picture and share.
People
Okay.
have seen them all over.
Hold the motherfucker up. Hold the goddamn phone, bitch. So you're calling her a fucking liar. You're saying she didn't donate $1,000 of her own money with the rest of everybody else's money. Not only are you calling her a liar, you're calling her a fucking thief.
Right. And yet Brittany's never donated a penny to any of this. But she's made a whole bunch.
Right. So that's bullshit for her to sit there and fucking say that, to even make people think that.
And just for clarification, Queen, that was that Sarah chick and that was Nana's Dragonfly that Brittany didn't, but Brittany didn't shut it down either.
Wow. Liz said these idiots. Clue has tons of receipts on her channel for the billboards. Revival said, how many times do we have to show them that there are billboards? How many fucking times do they have to show you?
Here's the thing. If they would go and look, they would find the receipts. Many of us have seen the receipts, but these ones are too ignorant, and they're willfully ignorant because they won't go over to Clues to try to look. And shame on Nana's Dragonfly for saying there wasn't a billboard one.
Right. That's fucked up. That's foul as hell too. Nana's Dragonfly. Know your goddamn facts before you start spewing your mouth off.
Oh, she's the one who ran with who started off the whole, well, you know, when kids wear the briefs that, you know, that's generally because they were SA'd. Yeah. That's the one that started.
Oh, sit the fuck down in my Laura voice. Sit the fuck down.
To a group.
Yeah.
To JLR.
I'd like to see one.
So Jiggy says she wouldn't have a channel if she wasn't dragging creators. That's fact. You win comment for the night, Jiggy. That is so true. If she wasn't dragging other people, nobody would listen to her. Look,
because there's a lot of people that need dragging.
Yeah, she I know she tried to say she only had 60 viewers and shit before, and now she gets 400 or 500. Are you jealous? Why the fuck does it matter? Her channel's growing. It doesn't fucking matter. We've all started out with fucking 50 and 60 people. What the fuck you mean? What's up, Miss?
Not much, other than I think I know part of why Brittany went after Nonsense began in the very beginning, because Nonsense went up on Granny's Watching's panel and talked about this case in the very beginning, and we all know how.
I mean, this is just your opinion, right? I just want to preface this with this is just your opinion. on what you.
That's when Brittany started harassing and begging for attention from Nonsense. Finally, Nonsense got fed up with it and started pointing out the facts too. I was watching Nonsense's live when she said, and I was on Granny's watching live when Nonsense, the very first time Nonsense went up on Granny's panel. And Brittany, at that time, I was friends or a sub, you might say, to Brittany J. That's before she started getting nasty about the indigenous people. That's when I unsubbed. But yeah, that was why she started harassing. I was in Brittany's live when she started harassing Nonsense about being on Granny's watching panel that first time. I watched it myself happen. So, and ever since, that is why Brittany, she just escalated it more, unfortunately. But it's too bad. I mean, and her bashing Katie in a remark on Mother's Day. Oh my God.
Here's my other part about that is that in the past, when Deets on the Streets was doing her reviews and addressing it, or when Granny would do a review and address it, then it was automatically, I'm getting bullied, I'm getting bullied, I'm getting bullied. Well,
yep.
This is the number that she plays when she gets on another creator's radar and they start paying attention and correcting the bullshit and trying to shut it down. That is what my observation is from knowing Brittany from when we were all over on the Recliner Woman's channel, because we all came from the same small pond. And I'm going to just say one more time, I've yet to see Nonsense attack. What I have seen Nonsense do is take the misinformation that Brittany and her crew have put out and the disinformation and the non-factual with their speculation, mixing it in, and Nonsense has been untangling all the bullshit, in my opinion, as I've sat back and watched it. And it's not just been Brittany, it's been multiple creators.
Yes. I mean, I agree with that. You know, she hasn't been nasty at all toward, in my opinion.
And that Sarah girl has an axe to grind against Nonsense because of the Marvon and Drake situation. So that's...
Yeah.
Back then, Nonsense was reviewing Molly. Was Sarah involved in that Molly stuff? MGL.
Yeah, she did for the Marvon case. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, she was dealing with Vada and all them weird ass fucking people. So it's kind of a good thing she moved forward and moved on away from them. You know.
Well, that's where that Sarah lady comes from, is part of that stuff.
Well, I mean, go figure. I knew it was somebody that had to have had a grudge because the way she's talking, you know. All right, you got anything else to add, baby?
Oh, I'm good. If you don't mind me hanging out.
No, I'm just going to go ahead and play this again. I just didn't want to be rude.
Go for it.
All right.
Look at what happens when she does like Cantonio and Contessa. Hardly nobody even goes and watches it. Girl.
For her members.
She's a drama channel.
And not, how should I say this? Not sent to.
Also, big difference. You have 16,000 subs. She has 7,000 subs. Okay, when you had 7,000 subs, You only had 100 people in your fucking chat, Brittany. Do you recall coming to me and saying, hey, should I fight with Granny's watching, or what do you think I should do? And I said, no, stick with your true crime stuff. Don't even fuck with the drama because it's just going to pull your channel down. You didn't, and your channel grew. That's how you got where you are now.
That is fact. She's even told me of the conversation that you two had.
Yeah.
To spin a narrative, because that's what I feel.
She was sent to spin a narrative. How exactly? We'll ask the men's panel when it comes.
Fucking idiot. She's sent to spin a narrative to make Seth look like a bad father and to make people dislike him more than they already do. It's quite simple and it's quite obvious.
Oh my God, what?
It feels that way. Jay even said it herself.
Yeah.
That nonsense was sent
to spin a fucking narrative.
Brittany, I know you can't be this dumb.
No, that's bullshit, and you know it.
People have been saying that about nonsense since she came on for the Marvon thing. I mean, I don't know why everyone keeps saying she's sent. She can have her own opinion.
She wasn't fucking sent anywhere. She's here. I mean, come on now. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh. Kim, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Queen Team, my love. Thank you. I got to get some emojis and stuff going over here.
Well, I already told you, Britt, I haven't changed my mind from day one.
Oh, I know.
No, I have not changed my mind. And no one is going to make me change my mind. That man loves his son with all his heart. He has an alibi. He was in jail. He was working. No.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, and Chris was too. Chris was working too. Again, the only one home was him and his mom. She's a plant, according to BJ. Oh my God. She can't be that fucking stupid.
OKW. Could you imagine working with that voice? No, I couldn't. And her sitting there telling you how wrong you are all the time. Oh, hey, Around Angels. Hey, Leebird said I can't stand her voice.
Can you imagine being married to her?
Yep, I like you, yep, but I disagree. I'm sorry. I don't think she was fair. Are you talking about nonsense is fair? Lord. All right, let's keep going. I feel like she has been asked to come and do this interview by specific people. Because let's call it for what it is. Her interview does make. Hey, Looking Beyond. All right, I want to address something real quick. Looking Beyond was one that was blocked, and I don't understand why Looking Beyond was blocked. So, Mod, y'all be.
Wait, she said Queen Team? I thought she said Green Team. Why the fuck would she say the Queen Team? That don't make no fucking sense. What the fuck is she doing?
No, she says Green Team, GREEN.
And that's what I thought. Welcome to the Green Team. I thought that was, Jill said, I don't understand why her and whoever is on her panel can't just listen instead of pick apart everything. They may actually learn something. Yeah, I mean, come on now. Shit.
Be on the lookout. The accidents do happen. I trust the mods that I have. So I very much believe it's an accident. But I'm not going to be a DICK here. I'm going to be a decent person and tell you guys the original host of this interview is Illuminati. There you go, Clue. That's all you're getting out of me. I just did for you way more than you did for me. So when I did my interview with Seth, she used JLR and didn't give me any credit at all. But we can rise above and do way better than that. So the originator of this.
Oh my God, this is the weird shit with that
interview is Illuminati.
Why the fuck would she have the Queen Team and the Green Team? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And why the?
Oh, because originally there was a big hubbub over I'm going to take her crown. This is her backup channel. That's the stupid bullshit.
I was gonna say I don't get it, but all right, it
It's
must be
not a
something with
slight.
her and Granny then, or something. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's
I
a
mean,
fight between her and Granny. It's nothing to do with you.
I thought that was over with. I thought they were done and over with that. That's no, they're not.
Well, I mean, apparently she didn't adjust that.
Lord, they're probably still fighting.
I think they are.
Lord, here we go. What the hell?
But we are using Jay as for justice, so mods are dropping Jay's link in chat.
How is that weird? It's true. She used JLR for my video, and it's creators' common decency. Whether you like a creator or not, you always give credit. That's common fucking decency. But you know what? Not y'all, not you people like you and Illuminati and all of your little ilk. No, y'all are freaking. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anymore.
She calls them ilk. Is that what she just said?
Yes, you and your little ilk.
What the fuck? Yes, so spicy sugar. She does. She fucking just keeps it going. What the fuck?
Words. Y'all are the kind of people that would do that.
They're
Y'all
fucking
are.
bitches.
Yep.
I'll fucking say it.
Yeah, it's only you type of people. You say weird shit. That's not weird shit.
That's weird shit to say. It's weird shit.
Yeah, you're weird because you think that's weird. And I will put Jay's link in my description for anybody who's listening to the replay. Yes, she is.
Thank you.
But we're
Guess what? I'm not fucking all 9 of these motherfuckers. I'm not doing it. If you know what? It's Illuminati, nonsense, Javes for Justice, Brittany, and I don't even know who the fuck else. Illuminati, Javes for Justice, nonsense, and Brittany. There's all 5 of them right there. You want to go watch one of them? Go type it into your fucking sidebar and go watch it. I am not doing that. I'm not tagging all 5 of them in this goddamn review of a review of a review of a review.
And I don't blame you.
I ain't doing it.
You're going to rise above and be better. Nicole Rendon, thank you so very much for becoming a member. Welcome to the green team, my love. Thank you. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get started. And we had like him a little one of the stuffed animals on the floor for him to lay on. And he came home from school that day and was so excited when he seen it. And all he wanted to do was just sit inside of it.
That's so super Steve.
Begging, can I just eat my dinner in here?
I bet this has been extremely hard for you too. So she just starts randomly playing Jace. So this is going to be all over the place. This is not consistent. This is not anything, the flow of how this should go. But she's playing Jace, and Jay, I don't know what she was doing. But Brittany is going to be, it's a whole fucking mess. So bear with me. We're going to try to navigate through this insanity to see everything going on online and everything that's been happening since Easter.
It's a whole fucking mess because it's not in the order of the way that you guys had it. But it doesn't take away from the general point or the overall view. Were any of you in chat confused by last night? It's still their words. We didn't change anything. It still drove home the very point that we were.
Was they all over the place or something with this shit? Is that what she's meaning?
Sounds like it.
I didn't watch it live. I can't because she's so wrong in her assessment. So she must not play it from start to finish. She must jump around and get different timestamps.
All right, we're gonna bounce through this because I'm not spending much more time on it, but we'll bounce through some of the rest of it.
I think we got to
One more thing. I'm going to say this. I will give a shout out. I think the billboards are absolutely great. But I also want to point out when you sit there and do you feel that maybe you could learn what? Hold on a second. I do not like the live streams on one person day after day. In my opinion, it is bullying I don't participate in it, but allegedly, in my opinion, Brittany, do you feel that maybe you could learn something? Learn something from what? Are you talking about
being bullied?
From nonsense? Listen,
you can't
we
learn nonsense from nonsense.
unsupervised maniacs. We all could learn to do. It's unreal. It's unreal. Okay, our name is thank
Because
you.
we already
Horned
went through this
Angels.
part. We already went through that part. So let's fast forward to this one.
In comparison to what I've said about the Proudfoots, are astronomically different.
And the little bit you brought up Clue Minotti's name, you have a crush. So this Contessa that can't keep your name out of her mouth or stop doing lies about you must be really infatuated with you, Brittany.
I think all of you are getting lost going after each other that you don't see it. I don't know. Unsupervised maniacs. My problem is the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy drives me insane.
And the twisting our words, making us look bad when we're not saying that's not what we're doing or saying, and we are not homophobic, we're not transgender phobic, and we've never ever said anything to be such.
Yeah, saying all of that.
Certain things do have to be cleared up at some point, you know?
Calling somebody a homophobe when you outwardly support someone who slings the F word unapologetically. She absolutely will sit there and call somebody
someone that has autism too on top of it.
And tell people, if you don't like that I say it, you can get out. And then like nonsense talking about I'm not here to babysit. No, it's the hypocrisy. So as long as they're not talking about a case, people can be as homophobic as they like, I guess, right? But then you're going to call me a transphobe or homophobic for way less for things that I didn't even say. In one spot.
But what about your husband? What he said got you demonetized.
Yeah. What happened? Fill me in, because I didn't know about that either.
Her husband was overheard on the live stream and dropped the F word that she's referring to, and it ended up being part of her getting her demonetized.
Wow.
That is wow.
I didn't even know that, actually. I had no idea that was why.
Yep. That was one on her backup. I'm pretty sure it happened on her backup channel. On her primary channel, she lost it for reused content because she kept restreaming other people's stuff night after night after night after night after night.
Right.
Oh yeah, and she also made a comment about her daughter having the racial slur for Asian people eyes.
What?
Mm-hmm. When she was a baby, when she was first born. Yes. She said it about her own child.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, there's a lot there.
So for her to sit up here and do this is kind of like, what are you doing? That's real rich, huh?
It's 100% rich. That see what she doesn't understand. What everybody's not understanding is that this back and forth. See, Brittany has an echo chamber over there that she has baffled with her little sweet Southern Natasha Cooper bullshit. Don't forget where she came from.
I didn't even know that's where she came from, honestly.
Yeah, she was right up underneath Natasha's butt crack for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that kind of explains a lot. I mean, I didn't know that either, so that's interesting to know.
Yeah.
I swear I heard her say before, these people sit on their channels and go over the same person day after day after day, and you're telling us that that's why she got demonetized? That's kind of hypocritical.
It's wild. It's totally wild. Like, I'm just, this is all being done because she, like I said, she has an echo chamber that sits over there that financially reward her. And for whatever dumb reason, night after night after night after night, because she's consistent, they show up. She acts perfect. But listen, when I held her feet to the fire about what happened on her panel, when she allowed the Proudfoots to be disrespected, then she allowed Native Americans to be disrespected. She never corrected her panel. She made a half-assed apology. When I went to her in private, all she did was fucking deflect. And the deflection was about, well, what about what Deets and Granny did? And I lost my shit at that moment, and I was done. And I walked, and I ain't fucking been back since. And I've stayed out of it until this moment. But girl,
You
Brittany,
don't have to get back in.
stop. Just stop. If you don't like it happening to you, then stop doing stupid shit, and people wouldn't have the ability to review you. But you cannot consistently say, Granny's bullying me, Deets is bullying me, this one's bullying me.
Oh, what's up, baby?
Me. You can't do it.
What's up, baby?
I just popped in here. I was headed to bed. We were watching a movie, and I just realized there's been some excitement tonight.
Yeah, we're over here. We're over here talking shit about this review of a review of a review of a review.
Oh, this is interesting. I didn't know.
Big bad bully. Oh
And-
God,
Okay.
you're just a big bad bully nonsense.
I've been called a few choice things.
Yeah, she hasn't been nice tonight with her recent live, and she rage quit.
Wait, what? She did?
Yep,
Oh,
she
yeah.
did, because the Rooster Crew came into her chat.
Yeah, she got fucking
Shortly
pissed
after
tonight.
you left
Yeah.
the panel. Yeah.
I popped in there, right? And she was talking or whatever. And the next thing you know, she's gone. She was bitching and she was upset because the Roosters had came in. And she's like, well, I don't even know why in the hell they come in here like that. Then she got booted off panel or booted herself off panel. I'm not sure what happened. But anyway, she comes back and sets it for 55 minutes. And she's like, well, they're not going to be able to come in here unless they're subscribed for at least 55 minutes. And I'm ending it before that. Next thing you know, the motherfucker is off. She's gone. Her live stream's down. It's done. Matter of fact, here it is at the end of this live. Right here. Matter of fact, here. You want to see it? Right here is where she goes. Right here is where it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, and she
Matter of
blamed
fact,
you
I
for the
can't.
Rooster Crew coming in.
She blamed
Not
me for
anybody
this?
else, but blamed you.
Sofa. All right, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end it, y'all. I gotta be over at Mandy's in 10 minutes. I may come back tomorrow.
Yeah, here's where she falls off.
guys.
Right here.
Seriously, poor pitiful people. This is what you do with your Saturday night. Let's just go throw chickens in Brittany's chat.
Here she is, mad as fuck. Let's just go throw chickens in Brittany's chat.
They must have did that right after I left Truth.
Give me just a second, everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say at Truth they had to because they popped in and they just started bombing her chat with chickens.
I
She
popped
got
off
pissed.
there to get out of the
Then
pool.
she
I
gets
popped.
herself up in.
I'm gonna fix
Wow.
this problem.
Yeah, nonsense. Soon as you
They're
dropped
so-
off the panel is when Truth sent us all over there to raid, with the
Get out of
Rooster,
here, Terry Dean.
and that's
Go
when
back
she
over there
got all
with the
pissy and blamed you for
Sorry,
the
I had
Rooster.
it playing. I didn't realize she was still talking. Go ahead, Mystery. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't realize you were still talking. I was just playing that
It's
over the
okay.
top.
Yeah, she was blaming nonsense for the Roosters coming in. Wasn't even nonsense. Wasn't.
Well, I'm gonna
even
play it
anymore.
for her real quick. If you want to give me a sec, I'm gonna play this part where she gets mad. She's like, "I'm gonna take care of it right now." Hey, Web Sleuth, how you doing? Here she goes. Here she's like,
go back
okay.
over there with
She gets mad. Go back over there with such and such. Hold on. Here she goes. Duke, stop it.
get out of here, Terry Dean. Go back over there with
So she throws herself, yeets herself off panel. And so Sarah's suspicions and Nana's sitting up here and they're like, what the fuck? They're like, what the hell? She blocked all the roosters. I was gonna say she must have timed it out because she just said like 55 minutes or something. They just sit there. They don't know what to do.
Does she come back?
Yeah, eventually, like it's
there you
here
are.
she goes. Here she
Drop
goes.
down because I want to go to this.
Are
There
you
you
gonna
are.
abandon me, Nana?
All right, subscribers.
No, I'm not abandoning you. I just
subscribers only mode for 55 minutes, so they have to wait an hour now, and I'm gonna end it before that. So we're gonna be
Brittany,
ending
I wanted
it
to
in 10
tell you, I'm
minutes.
gonna drop down because I gotta get some rest because I am gonna
Okay.
go
Love you, Nana.
out there tomorrow and watch CJ. I guess you'll see me out there. I don't know.
So she sets it for 55 fucking minutes and then shuts it down after this. You know what I mean?
Oh, so Nana's Dragonfly is going to go and meet up with CJ tomorrow. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's what she was just talking about. Did you hear that? Yeah, that's what she was just talking about. Here.
They have to wait an hour.
I didn't know you guys didn't know
and
that.
I'm gonna end it before that. So we're gonna be
Brittany,
ending
I wanted
it
to
in
tell
10
you, I'm
minutes.
gonna drop down because I gotta get some rest because I am gonna
Okay.
go
Love you, Nana.
out there tomorrow and watch CJ. I guess you'll see me out there. I don't know.
Well,
But
doesn't that just show you the kind of people we're dealing with?
yeah.
No, no. They're sending their chickens. I don't know why they're using the chickens, but they're sending them in here to
'Cause they're
troll
chicken
us.
heads.
Yeah. See, like Sofa said, the roosters are coming from Truth's channel. Clue was on there right now, and his thumbnail is a rooster. How fucking we'll see. And I'm also going to tell you, she's a big troll. She trolls in people's chats too a lot.
Oh,
What they do. And that Truth person is the one that talks to women like they're shit. He
Well, Clue, if
I
you're listening, we think it's very funny.
I feel
We think
sorry
that
for your
whatever you're doing
wife,
is very
Truth.
funny.
That Truth person, like if you think that Chris Proudfoot talks to women terribly, that Truth guy is. Y'all heard the way he talked to Brooks. It's awful. It's absolutely awful.
Mm-hmm.
He attacked you, Reality? Are you serious? What did he say? He's the damn devil.
Talking about truth, not feelings. He's the damn devil.
This is absolutely insane.
Isn't it? V, this shit just happened. Like she just shut this shit down like an hour ago.
I got a text message. So
They
I was
all
on.
are.
Oh, I'll let her finish.
No, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. You're all right.
I was on Truth's panel for a few minutes. I popped in there and we talked for a few minutes and then I popped out and I took the opportunity. Somebody made a comment in the chat and I just was like, oh, bye. And was gagging and got off panel because I wanted to get out of the pool. So I hopped off panel and went and got in the shower. And then Kyle and I ate ice cream and watched a movie. And I get a few text messages, all this crap popping off. And I'm like, wait, what is going on here? And sure enough, all of this happened in that review today is me. This is so stupid to begin with. Like, it is so stupid that this is, I don't even understand how she misses the point. So she was reviewing Jay, who was reviewing the Cluminati had Aunt Gabby, the friend of the family of Katie's and Seth and Sebastian's on her panel the other night. And I was on there and asked a few questions. And what I was trying to convey, like they ripped me to shreds in this review about me asking questions and using certain terms, which is whatever. But I got uncomfortable because there was no intent of the conversation. It was just a conversation. She just wanted to talk about her knowledge about Sebastian and Katie when she was around them. And, you know, she just wanted to talk about that. Like, it was very genuine. There was no intent behind it. I was actually nervous about the conversation because there was no planned motive with it. So when I got uncomfortable, I kept redirecting questions back to Sebastian. That's the only thing I knew to do. it was the first time I'd been in a panel like that. And these guys had a fit and they kept saying that she was a plant. And then that we were like leading this all to smear Seth. Like, and that was not the point. I don't know if most of you watched that or not, but it wasn't the intention at all. She was extremely fair, in my opinion.
Yes,
Yeah, what I heard, I thought she was really fair. From what I got to hear of it, yeah, I thought she was very fair.
And she really communicated, in my opinion, again, maybe it was because I was part of it, but she really communicated that these were things that were when she was around him, not that these are for sure current. Like she would say, you know, but he could have grown out of that by now. Like she would give proper answers and not try to overinflate stories or say that this is 100% what it is or what it isn't. Like she was genuinely very fair. I don't know. That was my opinion of it. But these guys had a fit. Jay didn't actually at all. Jay was actually, I was in agreement with a lot of the things she said, but BJ had to take the offense because Seth came in her chat during this when they were reviewing this. And she's like, we're not here to trash you. You know, we're not here to trash you. And then she kind of rode that fence and kept pointing out things about Chris when Gabby was very clear that she didn't even know Chris. But they think that he set it all up. I mean, it's just, there's no getting you into that thick skull anymore. Sorry. Trying to explain how we got to this point, and it's just absolutely ridiculous how this circle works.
Well, next time, rather than roosters, maybe he could use cats because we saw a video of her kicking a cat. So there's always that we could use.
By the way, Brittany, I didn't know nothing about roosters coming into your chat. I do find trolling, usually I love it when they do it to me. I'm always begging for a good troll. So I'm sorry that you were offended by it, but I had nothing to do with it. So there's that. Because I'm sure she's watching.
Apparently she's blaming you for everything, so don't worry, she'll blame you for this too.
I did hear that. Did any of you watch this? Did she
No.
happen to invite my friend Veda Jade to join her on panel?
I have
No, I didn't see her.
I have heard talk that because that Sarah's suspicions was over there in that's where the axe comes from that Sarah has to grind that amps Brittany up. That Sarah's suspicions came from that, and she's always told Brittany, well, we'll just reach out to Veda and we'll have Veda tell us all about her.
Oh, Queen Bee, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I want to make sure she can stop me if she's not comfortable. Are you right there, Queen? Okay, I think she'll be okay with what I'm going to say, but please have her on panel. Please absolutely do that. I hope she takes you up on her offer. That would be so easy and such low-hanging fruit.
And can Beta go live from the bathroom again?
I mean, Burnt Toast nailed that artwork stuff down so hard that I can't even walk that through like that. But please, yes, please bring her up. Do all that, because there's a lot of people that don't know about silly things like that.
That's new. I mean, nonsense is about Veda and the pictures, and also Burnt Toast also pointing that out. So yeah.
I just find that funny. Like, what? Do you even know? Like, you don't have to like me to know that. I don't know. It's just wild to me, but it's so weird to me because people think that pointing out and using their own words to talk about how bad what they do to these families is. If you point out and use their own words and you don't go low or go personal with them, like doxing, all the smear shit, for some reason you are on a pedestal. You think you're better than everybody. You have an axe to grind.
The same shit by Laura.
You're a plant. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And all you have to do, anybody could do this stuff. You play their own words back at them and ask them, like, this doesn't even make rational sense based on what we know from law enforcement or what the people themselves say. Like, you know what I'm saying, Queen? It's ridiculous, and they get so offended.
I think a lot of times they say things and they don't even realize what they've said and they just continue on, and then like 5 minutes later they contradict themselves. And if you bring up what they said the first time, they say you're a liar.
Yeah,
Like they don't listen to themselves.
It's just wild to me. And you know what? Like, I am the first person to say I am far from perfect. This has such a learning curve to it because when it comes to victims and their families, none of us have strict, in my opinion, again, this is my opinion, but none of us have stern enough ethics or boundaries when it comes to people going through their worst moments. And it's weird to me that when you point that out, people get so upset that, and I advocate in my real life, not on here. Like, I have never claimed to be a victim's advocate on this app ever. Like, I don't know where people get that confused. I do this in my real life for my girls, but I've always been very clear that there's a distinct difference. Like, I keep a separation from the families. Gabby was the first interview I've sat in on that had that close connection to a family, and I was very uncomfortable. And it wasn't because of anything that was intended, or it was just because of me. Like, I try to keep distance because I don't want to be a burden on these families, like what they're going through. It's just weird. Queen, you get it. I know you do.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's just frustrating. It's sorry. Thank you for allowing me to come up here and explain, because it's just like, how can you miss the point over and over again? When I say this isn't personal, it's really not personal. These are strangers on the internet who are making a career out of kicking people at their worst time. There is a whole industry off of profiting off people's pain. It starts with mainstream media. There's propaganda that gets pushed behind it. There's a whole thing, in industry behind it. They are one small section in a huge problem, but change, in my opinion, needs to happen for better of victims, because any of us could be in those shoes at any point in time. And it's not because I think I'm better than anybody. I want better for my girls. I want a better society for victims. They get victimized by the court system enough. But it's just frustrating to try and talk to these people about that, and they right over their heads.
Agreed. The other thing that I find funny than hell is she still thinks, Brittany J still thinks that Truth Not Feelings is Chris Proudfoot. Not even the same voice. That's what is so fucking funny.
And you know how dangerous that is, honestly, though, at the end of the day? Like, that's really dangerous to put out false accusations when there is...
very dangerous after they're already dealing with death threats and other shit. You know, people driving by their house and, you know, stuck in their house, flying drones over their fucking house.
At the end of the day, we get to shut this app off. We get to shut it off and go about our lives. These people's lives are forever changed.
They shut it off, and it's their life, all you know, all in the same.
The least we could do by telling their stories is show them some dignity and not jump to the gun. Like, at one point in time, missing people were about bringing awareness to the situation and withholding judgment until there was answers to where the missing person was. Now they jump at the opportunity to predict a crime and the outcome and everything before that's even there with law enforcement. Granted, we know kids don't just disappear, but we still have jumped so far ahead, in my opinion. Again, it's just, it's really sad. It makes me sad. Like, I'm frustrated because she misses the point, but I'd rather have her come at me any day of the week. Come at me. Put your energy here, because it's one more day that you're not making false allegations on this family.
That's my biggest problem with it, is all the stuff that she has speculated on, and then things that, you know, are very, like, it's very easy to get the correct answers to the facts, and she doesn't correct it. She doesn't stop her panel. She doesn't make it clear. She mixes it gets interwoven and it turns into this great big jumble of facts and fiction all put together like it's a storybook.
Right. And it is. It's a storybook of somebody else's life that they're just taking clippings of and copy and pasting them where they see fit when they don't even have a place in the book.
Right. They're going through and rewriting their book.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, and that's
seems to me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Please do.
It seems to me that people, once they hear of a unfortunate situation, a crime, a missing person, they pick a side and then they race down that road, and they don't even see outside what's really going on.
Yeah.
And whatever reinforces whatever they believe, they're going to push rather than push what needs to be out there, like what Ellie is asking for.
Yeah. It's.
I guess my other problem was she got after you for your knowledge when she has her whole excuse and why she was so attached to this case is because she has a child on the spectrum, and she can relate to this so well. That's what she told me as to why this case bothered her so much and she was so close on it.
There's a lot of people that feel that way, but it doesn't give you an excuse, because you should have more empathy to a family of similarities that you can, in my opinion, relate to on some scale. Like, that's even more horrifying to me, that you can relate to somebody on that level and continue to kick them at their worst time. Like, that's an even grosser thing to me.
That was part of my problem.
Well, that's what they shamed me for. So they shamed me for asking the question if Gabby had any identifiable stemming traits of Sebastian from when she was around him, or, you know, what her experience was, because a lot of those behaviors are foundational when they're younger, and they can diminish some over time, or they can strengthen. Like, it just varies from child. I was just asking questions, trying to learn some information on the background and the foundation of his upbringing and who he is. Like, that's all I was looking for. But they flipped out about me using that word, that I think I'm so much better than everybody, that I think I'm smarter than everybody, that I think I'm more educated. No, I absolutely do not. But I take time and effort into learning things because they affect my real life. This is something that I deal with on a daily basis. That's why my delivery might not be palatable for a lot of people, because I don't have time to come on this app and pretend to be fake and phony, and that there's any excuse for the way that these families are treated. This isn't funny to me. This isn't a job to me. This is something that more people should be worried about, because it's happening at higher rates. And it's not if there will be another case, it will be who's the next one, because we've seen them do it over and over again. And each time it gets worse. This is what I live with in my environment, and I've had to educate myself. I didn't know shit about addiction, recovery, the prison system until I lived it with my sister. My sister's been in and out of prison. I advocate for this stuff because it matters to me on a personal level. And that's why my tolerance level might be 0 and not palatable. I'm not here to please people. I'm here to anger you, to frustrate you, because these are real situations going on around us every day, and they need attention drawn to them. And if me being obnoxious to you, if that's what you see me as, because it shakes something up in you and you realize that these families, so be it at the end of the day. The funniest thing is hearing people try to characterize me as this uppity, snobby, better than, more educated. I am the furthest from any of those. Kyle called me consumed. I'm consumed by the research because these victims matter to me. When I am trying to do better for the victims and their families, it matters to me. I don't half-ass it. And if that comes across in some sort of way, like to them, they think that's what she continually says. She can't come back at me over the words. She has to take these low jabs. And, she thinks she's better. She thinks she's the doctor. She thinks she's this. No, ma'am. those feelings about me, you're putting on me. That's an insecurity of you. If you feel I'm on a pedestal or smarter, I just said a term and asked a question about a missing child. That's it. But it's so irritating because the drama for her is exactly what it's about. Without this right here, she doesn't have any, in my opinion, again, not to get Queen in trouble. This is what she relies on, is the controversial thing. And that's what so many people do. And it's really sad because they can tell you all about the crime or the criminal, but they can't tell you about the victims. It's the reality. Sorry, I just went off.
Nope, you're
enjoying
saying
it.
No, girl, you're fine. You're all right. Shit.
It's just really frustrating. Thank you for giving me the space to say that, Queen. I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's all good, baby. We got somebody back here too. Angel. I'm not sure who this is, but let's see here. You're up here with us, Angel. Can you hear us all right?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, so it says Chase and it says Angel. What's your name?
Angel.
Okay. What's up? Okay, well, have a good one.
They said hi, bye.
Right.
They said not today. And that's the other
I
thing.
get a visit from an angel.
It was so funny tonight. I have to give Truth a little shit because I went on his panel and he said that when he first came across my channel, he thought I was the biggest C word. And I guess he called me that today again too. And I laughed because it doesn't offend me. Like, and he was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, I don't feel that, he was not trying to be offensive. And I was like, I nicknamed myself Contessa. Like, it's totally fine. And I was like, it's just weird to me that people have such strong emotions when it comes to a sometimes articulate, I don't even know, like strong-minded woman. All of us women bother these men so bad. And I'm not saying that about Truth, but it really seems like the male population on this app, besides B Tim and a few others, there's a few good ones out here, but they're so bothered by Queen B, like the women there. And not, again, I'm giving Truth as an example because he was just saying that, but when you turn around and use their own words, there's nowhere for them to go. And it really makes the men feel some sort of way. Like, they really react.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Like T-Rev, for instance, he reacts really a lot too. And I'm not trying to be sexist at all, like one bit. Please don't take it that way. I just found it funny because it is such a divide of like, if you are a strong female, like you, people consider
Dolly's the same way. Dolly's the
Yeah.
same. Dolly does the same shit.
It's so funny to hear that though. Like I was cracking up about it because Kyle was listening and he was
Like
just
the glare.
laughing.
The glare is the same way.
Yes, you know exactly what I'm saying.
Yep.
It's just weird. Kyle finds it hysterical when that stuff happens because he is so babied. It's ridiculous. As long as he's got his cheesecake, which he reminded me he's out, he don't care. But he's like, it's so weird to hear people characterize you off this app. And a lot of people that know me in real life actually are in my comment section. It's hysterical. But he's like, because they think you're angry when you're not even raising your voice.
He's like, they haven't even seen you get angry yet.
I always laugh though because people say the same about like you too. It just cracks me up when you get a stern tone or really passionate. People are like, "Oh shit, run!"
Yeah.
Man, no.
I've only heard. I think I've only heard Queen really bent out of shape the day that what the heck is her name from Laura's to come up and try to, what was the word? Well, what did she do for Laura to curse her with the cancer? Queen went off.
Oh. Yeah, that was a rough time. I remember some of that. There's so much that goes. That's the other thing, Queen. Do you feel, and all of you guys can answer this, but do you feel like if you miss like 48 hours on this
Oh,
app,
you missed a month. That's about 2 weeks.
Yes.
One day is about a week. You're missing
A
about
day
a
is
week.
a week is a month is a year. That's
It
how
is
it runs out here.
wild. It's so wild to me, like how fast things move and change and regurgitate.
And how fast people forget shit. That's another thing.
That is, yes. I forgot a lot. Chloe was on my panel yesterday and we were just goofing off and I was showing her some stuff. There was so much that I forgot that's happened because it moves at such a high rate of information. Like the flow of information on social media is so much. Oh, Queen, you've been keeping up on the other app too, haven't you? On TikTok?
Some of it, I just seen Delta in the hospital.
Oh shit!
Why is Delta in the hospital?
No idea. I just heard.
We're unsure. It was yesterday.
That sucks. I don't wish that on anybody, but okay.
It's his problem. We don't wish any ill will, but that's not our problem. That's his.
Yeah. So anyways, about the scorpions. I'm just joking.
Oh shit.
Girl, poor Queen. I texted Queen and I was like, so I got a terms of service violation for violence. What do I do?
I was like, fuck that, fight that.
That was the funniest shit though. Because I'm like, I don't even know what to do here in this situation.
Entertainment purposes only.
That means they went through your channel and it's probably that. Listen, I'm going to be straight up. It's probably that Nutter Sarah. Not even going to lie. That bitch probably went through your channel and reported everything. And
yeah, they did. Well, I don't know who it was for sure, but they were basically saying that like it was torture, which I get. Like if you don't know the situation and they're poisonous, bark scorpions are deadly and poisonous, and they like to hang out by the pool. And I have little kids with medical complexities, so one of them getting stung is not on the high priority. So it's just a form of pest control, but I get it. Like it didn't bother me. It was just hysterical because I didn't even know what to do. Like, do I just ignore it? Because normally YouTube just every time, thankfully, knock on wood, every time I've had anything happen, YouTube just eats it and says, they email me after the fact, like they've already resolved the issue if somebody's tried to strike. Like Terry Lynn's copyright photo. She tried to hit me for that, and YouTube handled it before they even emailed me. I've been lucky as far as that goes. But the TOS one, I was like, wait, that's a thing? It's just a scorpion.
Yeah, hell yeah, I would definitely appeal that for sure.
I'm so sorry, dude. I'm really
DJ
sorry.
was so offended by nonsense torching it.
They were.
They were.
It's funny though.
Is that like the best way to get rid of them?
Yet she kicks fucking cats.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just curious because I've never even seen one. Like here, we have ticks when you have to burn them.
Oh yeah, ticks are nasty.
Yeah.
Queen.
Kia, those are poison. The scorpions that she's getting rid of are poisonous as hell. They're not your, I mean, they're beyond your typical scorpion from what I remember living in Mesa for a while. So yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Queen, can I do a dramatic reading of one of your comments? Is that okay? She stepped away.
I'm sure she wouldn't
read
mind.
it. If you spotted it, read it.
Well, I'm not going to be mean because I find it to be hysterical, actually. It's from Polkaroo. I just find it weird. I've pictured Becky as a kid, the one talking to her pretend friends, being bossy, practicing how to be bitchy, what she'd say to those mean girls she talked to herself a lot. What? I had imaginary friends
Damn.
that I bossed around
You had
to
bossy
practice
Becky with
getting
her.
this way. Pokeroo. I just had to get married one time. That's all I needed. I didn't need no imaginary friends, honey. I have had plenty of practice. I didn't need to have imaginary friends. I can just picture it though, like how they're picturing me playing house or dress up like, no, you can't have my
Dude,
crown or tiara.
I'm sorry, that's weirdo shit. Why is anybody worried about young Becky? We're not the Connors.
I just find it hysterical. It's always
I generally,
funny. Oh, go ahead.
I generally find people who like compare people to teenagers are partly affected by arrested development themselves. So, like, I don't think about my teenage years and I don't compare people like my peers to teenagers. I think that's weird.
Yeah, I don't have a tendency of picturing people like in the comment section what you are like as a teen. Not my thing either, but I mean, some are stuck still going to 90s Kong and drooling over 90210 stars. So there is that too.
Listen, the only comparing I'm doing is my menopause symptoms with other women my age. Other than that, fuck off. I got nothing for you.
It's so voices, you'll probably understand this. All of you guys will probably understand this. Hearing somebody that doesn't like is a stranger on the internet that doesn't really know you, just you've interacted with a couple times, describe you is always, to me, it's funny because to me, it's never offensive because it just shows people's wild imaginations at times. And it's like, how did you get to there? But when they describe things like that deeply, like I can just, you had imaginary friends and you pretended to boss them around. Like, why am I taking up that much room for you to think about?
Bitch, no, I didn't have imaginary friends. I had horses, I had cattle, I had tractors, I had all the cool fucking toys. No, I didn't need imaginary friends. I was too busy being a farm kid.
I had cows and chickens and horse. Yeah, exactly. So weird.
There were like, listen, if you wanted to bitch and moan, grab the irrigating boots, grab the shovel, and head out back. Go ahead and bitch the whole time you're out there while you're doing it. Please come back in a better attitude. Like, that's what we got. No, you didn't have a bad attitude, and you didn't have time for that kind of shit.
Queen pinned Revival's comment.
I know.
Revival
I
always
was waiting on you to see
it. Oh, freaking Revival. Voices, it cracks me up though. I'm sure you guys all feel that way. Just hearing other people describe you it's not I don't know. To me, it's not offensive. It's hysterical though, just to think like, how did we get there? Like, how did you make that jump in your head? Like, what am I giving off that made you think that?
Here's the one thing that I've learned all of these years after all the bullshit that I've been through out here, is that it's a lot of it's whatever they're lacking inside of themselves. They're projecting that onto you because they're probably the one that had imaginary friends that they bossed around.
That's true. Oh,
I mean, like, fuck. Like, listen, if you hate me, even a hater, I'll get my goddamn phone number to so you can have a fucking conversation with me.
Right.
Because I can guarantee the person that you're going to get when you ring that phone is not the same person that you're going to get when you see me on a panel. I am a human being. I'm also allowed to only let certain parts of myself be public.
Absolutely.
I am multifaceted and I get there's lots of sides to me.
Yep. I get that.
You don't like me? have a fucking conversation with me. Not over email, not over text. Have a fucking conversation with me. Worst case scenario, I'll drop you a fucking StreamYard link and you can come sit there and we can yell at each other through the fucking computer. But I don't owe it to anybody to be 100% transparent with any part of my life out here.
That's true. You're allowed to keep some things private. People are allowed that.
Not according to some of these people out here. It seems like anything and everything is fair game, even when they have to make it up to seem important.
It's just sad.
Make it up, because the rest of us sit back behind the scenes and laugh at your dumbasses because we're like, wow, they got me wrong this time, didn't they?
I think it's always Revival and I, she obviously, her and I have a very close relationship, and she really has helped me see, that it's so, there's certain things that just miss. Like no matter how you go about it, there's just always areas that seem to miss. There's no way to address it without somebody being upset. Especially in this, we have a lot of long talks about the bigger picture of why people act out sometimes the way they do, or some of the things that they say about others. I learned so much about myself over the last year and a half that I've never gone through, experienced ever. But according to people that don't know me, I have. So it's so interesting when you hear people explain you without even knowing you. And a lot of them, they take it to the personal level because it's a deflection mechanism, almost like the whataboutisms. It's the look over here, not over there kind of thing. And people get uncomfortable. I get it. Totally get it. But when they take it to the personal level and then it becomes this spin cycle, I think that's for me, the hard part. I will, if I'm being honest, it is, I'm not here to I don't try to involve myself in creator to creator fights or drama. Usually I try to stay out of it. So if you don't like a person based on something they've said or done, you have that right. But to expect all of us to fit, I don't know, when you correct certain things, they have these expectations of you that you're always going to fall short on. Does that make sense? I don't know how I'm trying to get to this point.
Well, yeah,
but,
because the goalpost consistently moves.
Right.
For you, the goalpost is 5 times the length of the football field. For BJ, the goalpost is at the 50-yard line.
It's
the goalpost always moves.
Well, and they call you the do-gooder, because you're correcting misinformation. They don't care about the fact that it's misinformation in the first place. They care about you're correcting them. They get personally offended by you correcting, not that they put out misinformation, but that it's been corrected by somebody else. And then they, the do-gooder thing, you're a do-gooder. And that is for me, an area that I'm going to always fail. It's laughable to me to hear people say I'm a do-gooder, because we all fail, in my opinion, on doing good. We could always do better. That's human nature. We all fall short. So they set you up there, and then they're like, oh, and then they have a pedo. They just keep adding these things that nobody's ever going to be able to live up to. Nobody's perfect. And that's what they don't get. The error is normal. It's okay to make mistakes. But instead of owning the shit, they get first, and then they get in a spin where it just becomes this personal trashing session. And then they get angry at you. Do you guys understand? Hopefully I made sense.
Yeah, totally makes sense. People taking things, rather than listening to what you say, they're taking them personally and picking apart what you said and making them personal attacks.
Yeah, they're not offended by what they said to get to that point where somebody is correcting them in misinformation. They're not bothered by putting out misinformation. They're bothered by them personally being corrected. It's a personal thing, and it's like, we're not a part of these stories. These are somebody else's stories. So to get personally, I don't know. It's just weird.
It's writing yourself into somebody else's story.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And then they turn around and try to describe you as all these, I don't know. It's just so weird. All of this shit's weird. That's it. That's my word for the day. Weird.
Miss Firefly in here throwing memberships around, shaking bushes and shit.
Oh,
she just
shit.
gifted 20 memberships. She said, let me shake some fucking bushes around, Miss Firefly.
Thank you, Queen, for letting me up to just come wreck your party. Sorry.
Fuck that. No, I'm glad you did. Shit. We was just over here talking shit. That's all we was doing. Just sitting over here talking shit, running off the mouth, hiding over here on the backup.
I
We're gonna hide out.
I'll go join them.
Hell yeah, I'm glad you did.
I know it's complicated, so it's hard to sometimes understand like the moving pieces or how it got to this point. So it's sometimes I've been trying to do better at, yeah, so much going on. All right, y'all. I'm gonna
now she wants to hate bond with that. I said, oh, that's not gonna end well. That's not gonna end well for you at all.
Girl, like
you
why?
Let the fuck out. She shits on graves and everything, girl. Watch out.
Why do that? Like, she don't have to take my somebody that likes her. Somebody, I know there's people in this chat that like her. Please, like, not for my sake, because this is cakewalk. Any day going down that rabbit hole is easy. I can do it. But for her own sanity, please advise her to do her research before she does something like that. I mean, go ahead. For me, it's fine. But for her own sake, like, help. Burnt toast. Her video about that artwork still blows my mind how all of that was caught.
I know, right? That she tried to steal that artwork. That shit cracked me up. I knew there was something wrong with. I was like, oh fuck! I already knew there was something going on, but I knew there was something wrong with that.
I go back to that every time because to me that just like sets the stage for like where that went. Like that was the very beginning of, like, it's just wild to me. Wild, but
beginning to the end for that one, because wow, that shit was wild. I'm like, what the hell happened? How the hell did you even do this? This is what the hell?
Queen, do you feel like we're in deja vu?
Sometimes I do.
Right? It feels like we're right back in certain, yeah, it does.
It's like we got a do-over for certain areas of our life that.
Well, it feels like we did the same kind of thing during the Quentin Simon. Like you guys were on the Quentin Simon side, and we were talking about the Marvon. Like some of the same things, just different characters is happening. You know, tweak some things, but the same playbook is seemingly kind of going through both sides of things. It's just wild.
Same players, same patterns.
Sad. Yeah. I'm going to hop off here and go to bed, but thank you for allowing me to come up. I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening.
You too, Lev. We'll see you. I appreciate you coming up and hanging out.
Yes, thank you again. Good night, ladies.
Nighters, Nonsense, and Kyle.
Good night.
Hey, unsupervised. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. She said, Coco, I'm sure, but I have my own opinions based on what I've seen from her. Let's see. I don't even see what Coco said. We often interpret others' words by experiences we've had personally in life, but that's not always what that person means or intends. Hey, you know, that is true. That is true. We all have our own meanings and go through life with our own experiences, you know. But it's rough when you have somebody doing the shit that they're doing, you know. She said, I almost died when BJ said nonsense. Said Sebastian went missing on the 24th. Pause. Rewind.
I still stand on the dates matter when it comes to this whole case that Seth constantly harps on. Just so many red flags on that, and I hope Sebastian's found. That's my biggest thing, and alive and well.
God, that would be wonderful. Wouldn't that be amazing?
It would.
That would be amazing. I'd be so happy for Katie and Chris and even Seth. I mean, honestly, the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles. I mean, honestly, everybody. It would be nothing short of a miracle, you know?
Exactly.
It's hard,
And
especially after 100 days. That's 100 statistically. It's 100 days is not good. It's not good.
no, you know,
I'm not sure, honey. I'm not. Will you send me? You need to send me an email and send me your link. We'll take care of it. So I don't know why. I have no idea why you're blocked. I don't know. The longer he's gone, the more I worry. Yeah, Morticia, it's really, I mean, seriously, it's the longer it is, the worse off the statistics are. And I hate to say that, but that's true. I mean, today marks 3 years that Summer's been gone. Matter of fact, there's a video that AF Pennington did that I'm about to play for her 3-year thing.
I was just looking for the Tennessee one. I saw that TV there. I saw a TBI update. That's what I was over here. I was trying to scroll to look for it, and I'm not finding it. I was gonna put it in back chat. That's why it's quiet.
The TBI one I put in the link room, if you know where that is, Queen.
Well, then never mind. I don't have to.
I can go find it.
Hold on, I'm gonna read this off here. Tracy Scholler, member for 5 months, said she loves the Hive. Stereophonics Mom, member for 6 months. Read chat summary now. I bet that shit was funny back then. What the Fox? You've been cockfied. Yes, we did. We got cockfied for sure. Morticia, thank you for becoming a new member. Happy Life with the dollar or with the 99-cent super sticker. And I'm so prayers for a healthy, happy baby, grandbaby. Congratulations, Meemaw, Grandma. Rachel Wolf, member for 4 months. Happy 4 months to the Hive. She said she met us during the Quentin Simon time. Law nerd, truth is like poetry, and most people fussing hate. Let me see here. Poetry, a line from the movies The Big Short. Expect to be hated if you are an honest person. Yeah, that's very true. Very, very true. And Firefly gifted 20 memberships there. He said, thank you, Miss Firefly. It's good to see you unsupervised. I haven't seen you for a while. It's good to see you.
And that was very good of you, unsupervised.
Too much bullshit with her, but that's my opinion. Yeah, I was gonna say I know and that's. I mean, you're entitled to have your opinions. You know, I mean, not everybody's gonna like everybody. You know, and I understand that. Yeah, it's been 3 long years since Summer's been missing. I can't believe it's been 3 years. That doesn't even seem like it, does it? It doesn't. To me, it doesn't. Anyways, here's this video that AF Pennington made. It's a really good video, and she made it a while back. It's a good video. Like I said, it's Missing Summer Moon, Utah Wells. Let's remember why we're all here. So let's play this.
The eye, home is the eye of the mountain below. Keep careful watch of my brother's soul. And should the sky be filled with fire and smoke, keep watching over Jared's son. If this is to end in fire, then we should all burn together. Watch the flames climb high into the night, calling out, Father, oh, Stand by as we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. High. And if we should die tonight, and we should all die together, raise a glass of wine for the last time, calling out, Father. Oh, hold fast and we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside the mountains. I see fire burning the trees, and I see fire hollowing souls, and I see fire, blood in the breeze, and I hope that you remember me. Oh, should my people fallen, surely I'll do the same. Confined in mountain holes, we got too close to the flames. Calling my Father, oh, stand by as we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside the mountains. I see fire burning the trees, and I see fire hollowing souls, and I see fire, blood in the breeze, and I hope that you remember me. And if the night is burning, I'll cover my eyes, for if the dark returns, and my brothers will die. And as the sky is falling down, and crashed into this lonely town, and with that shadow on the ground, I hear my people screaming out. I see fire inside the mountains. I see fire burning the trees. I see fire hollowing souls, and I see fire, blood in the breeze, and I see fire. Oh, you know I saw a city burning out, and I see fire, feel the heat upon my skin, and I see fire. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I see fire burn over and over.
Wow.
That was really nice.
It's been 3 long years.
That was a powerful video.
It was very pretty. It was well
Yeah.
done.
Regardless of what people feel about our family, that's 3 years ago today was the worst day of their lives, one of the things that changed their lives forever. It's just sad. It's really sad. She's very missed. Yeah.
I put the TBI update in the back.
When I see the picture of somewhere else, I see my daughter. And I can tell you that if my daughter was missing, I would sure hope that somebody was looking for her every day. My name is Josh Melton. I'm the Assistant Director of the Criminal Investigation Division for the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. We don't have the evidence in this case to know for sure whether or not Summer was abducted or whether or not she walked away from her home and became lost. It's really important to us to not focus all of our efforts on just one of those two. Many people have speculated what they think has happened in this case. The difficult part of the speculation is that if we as investigators speculate and focus our efforts in one direction, we're making a huge mistake. We have to make sure that we're being completely comprehensive as we investigate. We continue to focus on ground search efforts. We continue to focus on interviews of those who may have information about vehicles that have traveled through the area or technology that could have been used that may give us an investigative lead. All stones are being turned over. We have some of our most talented agents assigned to this case. We have brought in subject matter experts within TBI from across the state to assist in this investigation. We have thrown everything that we know to throw at this case, and we haven't had the answers that we need yet. We know we'll get them, but we don't have them today. Children are our top priority at TBI. They are the most vulnerable population that we have. They're our most precious things in our world. Our commitment to the public is that we're not going to allow this case to sit on a shelf. We are committed to bringing Summer home, and we will keep working on this case until she is home.
Yeah, 3 years is a long time. 3 years is a very long time. And Candy here, when I talked to her, she said it's, you know, the one thing that bothers her the most is the not knowing. It's the not knowing.
Yeah. I can't imagine how much that hurts.
And we still got Mike Yvonne. I mean, look what Brandy and Tyler went through back then. And they still don't have their little boy.
Yeah.
Dang it, I wasn't going to cry.
It's okay to cry. I remember there was a case about a young girl very long time ago, Haley Cummings. Unfortunately, she was never found either.
Yeah, that's been a while.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, guys, I'm going to pop down. My battery's about to die on my phone, so I'm going to sit and chat and talk. Okay?
All right, baby. I think I'm gonna get off here soon. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I've been on here about 3 hours, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours already. I've been on here a while already, so I won't be on here too much longer.
Okay. Thanks for letting me up.
Yes, thanks for hanging out, baby. Is this another one? Voices I see at the back. Let me see
Yeah,
here.
I didn't catch the first one that Pecan put out that said it was 5 minutes ago. I could that link everything as I was trying to copy it. I ended up copying half the chat. So
Oh,
this is another one they just put out too.
that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play it for a minute. It does say it's 12 minutes long, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it all. So StreamYard's still acting up, so give me a minute here. It's being funky.
On Tuesday, June 15th, 2021, Summer Wells was reported missing. This video is a timeline of what happened after.
9 David 4701. 9 David 4701. West David. Yeah, I first saw him. 9 David 4701.
Ever on back roads up here, I just figured it'd be better to make the command post here and then, like I said, shuttle them all one way, and then if I have to, he'll come back and get more.
Yeah. Like some of them are deploying.
There you go.
Unfortunately, we don't have any significant updates to provide as Summer is still missing. But we did want to share the latest on the investigation and the ongoing search. As you know, she's now the subject of a statewide Amber Alert. She was last seen outside of her home in the 100 block of Ben Hill Road, which is located in the Beach Creek community of Hawkins County. A family member reported her missing to the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office at approximately 6:30 Tuesday evening. At the time she went missing, Summer was reportedly wearing a gray pants and a pink shirt. She is believed to be barefoot. We had hoped to have good news to share with you by now, but unfortunately not. The search for 5-year-old Summer Wells remains ongoing. Today, teams continue to search the area around Ben Hill Road, and officers and agents continue to follow up on any leads that come in. Many have asked how they can assist with the search. At this time, we are not asking for volunteers to assist. What we are asking is for residents to continue to share photos of Summer and information from credible sources.
I don't know if you can tell, but there's a helicopter flying up there, and I've been filming these helicopters. They've got rescue helicopters. Tennessee Highway Patrol has provided. So I don't know if you can see that or not. But.
Good afternoon. I'm Leslie Earhart with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. We can't thank you enough for your continuing coverage and helping us get the word out about Summer. Before I turn it over to Captain Coop, I want to reiterate that there are two aspects of this investigation: the search and the investigation itself. You've heard a lot about the search because that's something we can elaborate on. What you haven't heard a lot about is what's happening outside of the search. Rest assured that agents and Hawkins County detectives are investigating this fully. All avenues are being explored.
The following methods are continuing to be used today to try to locate Summer. Ground crews comprised of over 100 trained professionals, aerial and aviation being completed by helicopter and fixed-wing aircraft, multiple canines, and also utilizing a specialized advanced mapping. The following new methods of search being utilized today are dive teams, hazardous and extreme terrain search teams, subject matter experts. We have deployed the state TAC and radio system to increase radio coverage for search and law enforcement efforts. USAR, the urban search and rescue teams, and also have deployed state and federal resources. At this time, we have a total of 41 agencies involved in being represented in the search for Summer Wells.
I would be interested in knowing what happened that day. I know it's going to be hard for me to have to relive, but
well, sir, I was at work, so but from what my wife has told me and stuff, her and her mother and Summer were planting flowers by her grandma's trailer, which is about 20 feet from the house there, real close to the house, and Summer all of a sudden said, "Mom, I want to go in the house." So she said, "Fine." And her brothers were in there watching YouTube. And so she watched her walk in the door and went in there. And then she went in there and her brother said that she was going to go downstairs and play with her toys. So she went downstairs and then Mom come in and says, "Where's Summer?" Well, she's downstairs playing with her toys. And she had that hollered for her and there was no answer. So she went down the stairs and she was nowhere to be found. I said, hang up for me and call 911 right now. And I was at work, and I called 911, threw all my tools that I could in the vehicle, and from Jonesboro, I come out. I made it out here before anybody because I was freaking out, And when I got home, I drove to the bottom property, and I realized that all my neighbors and stuff were combing the woods looking for her, and I realized right then and there that she was not there. I knew right then and there that she was gone. But this was like at 5:30 in the evening, which makes me think, someone was laying in wait. I've heard somebody say that these people track kids down on Facebook and find them, and I've heard that story. I mean, I don't know, but all I know is she's definitely not anywhere around there. I think somebody's abducted her and took her out of the area. But we don't associate with all that people. We try to associate with church people and stuff like that, And
since we last spoke, have there been any new developments or any changes in
No, not at all.
And I saw where Friday night after sundown they called everybody back.
Yeah, there was some sort of tip or something that we seen, blue lights up and down Beach Creek, and the helicopter flew till like 4 in the morning, looking around, so we was up till 4 in the morning being hopeful that they'd, find something, but there's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
My personal opinion is it's maybe some human trafficking ring seen her on Facebook and tracked her down, like some kind of, somebody is taking her out of the area, and I don't know whether it's human trafficking ring or what or who, but I knew from the first day she wasn't in the area.
I mean, and I wouldn't even ask you about this, but it's already out there now, and that's why I felt, now's the time to maybe broach the subject, because if you don't address it, it's just going to get worse. Speculation is just going to get worse. I guess there was like there was a accusation.
Well, my wife was trying to make me jealous so I'd come back, and it worked very well. So yeah, I come across the country as fast as I could go. I was glad to get back to Tennessee anyway. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened out there. I was attacked in so many ways, like Satan himself was attacking me.
When I asked the sheriff about all this stuff, he said it was not relevant to the investigation. But now that it's all coming out, I just wanted you to be able to clear the air. Well, here's another sticky one. That situation with your oldest son, in his previous criminal history, and his conviction as a sexual offender against children. That's a pretty big red flag. And I asked you about that the last time we spoke. Yeah. You said that you talked to him and that he was in Utah when it all happened.
No, they was in Arkansas.
Oh, he was in Arkansas when this all happened.
Yes, sir. He done time in Arkansas State Prison.
TBI agents and Hawkins County detectives working alongside the FBI continue to work around the clock to determine what happened to Summer Wells. In order to preserve the integrity of the investigation, we can't discuss everything we're doing and have done to find Summer. Here's what we can tell you. Numerous residents and individuals associated with the family have been interviewed. Surveillance video and photos have been reviewed, as well as other potential digital evidence. We're still working to identify everyone in the area on the afternoon that Summer went missing. One of you asked us in a previous briefing the standard amount of time it takes for a case like this to be resolved. While every case is different, this one is definitely outside of the norm.
From the day we scale back, yes, if some search, if the sheriff's department or somebody needs a search performed, that would be done through our agency due to it being our primary coverage area. But these additional agencies wanting to come back in, with it still being an active investigation, with it all being private land over there, with it being, there's no public land, it's all private. With those things being done, we felt as an agency that it would be better for any other searchers that want to come in and search agency-wise, not private, just strictly like equal searches that come in and all that. Yeah. Those to go through the sheriff's department. Okay. All right. And that's all that was because it still seems the interpretation was that I was still in instant command status of search operations for the case. Okay. And that's true
questions. A few months ago, you guys said that the parents were not cooperating anymore. Has there been any change in that, especially as Don Wells is incarcerated here in this facility?
We're not going to characterize cooperation at this time. Honestly, doing so does nothing but create more speculation, and it doesn't benefit the investigation.
Is there still a reward being offered if any information or some of stuff?
Well, I can tell you that law enforcement did not coordinate that report, so you would need to reach out to the Churchill Rescue Squad for information in that aspect.
The sheriff mentioned how many hours were put into this investigation and how much time has been spent exploring every possibility, walk-off, abduction, other foul means. And I think that's the thing to keep in mind is it's still really wide open as to what. We try to stay away from developing theories and just follow facts.
At least we can say that I kind of banked up for a little bit.
Damn, I can't believe it's been 3 long fucking years. I don't feel like it.
I bet it feels like an eternity for the Wells.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I feel like it happened like a year or two ago. I don't feel like it's been 3 years. It just doesn't feel like that, you know? Yeah. But I'm sure to the Wells, yeah, it probably feels like it's, you know, never ending. The things we cover get heavy. Also, I forgot to say this too. Thank you, Katie K. She gifted 50 memberships. As soon as my live, I had just got ready to shut the live down, and her memberships came through right as I was shutting it down. She's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, I'm gonna have to, you know, tell you thank you when we go live again. And I forgot earlier. So I wanted to make sure. Katie K, thank you so much for gifting those memberships last night. They did go through. I seen there was quite a few people that got them. So I appreciate you doing that, love. Thank you so much. And that was really nice of you. Let's see here. Katie of New Hampshire. Is that what that is? New member. I appreciate that. Thank you, love. Yeah, I seen it pop up right as soon as I was getting ready to. I think I gave you strep through the internet. I think so too. My throat's been sore as hell, but I know my allergies have been acting up since we mowed. Always they always act up like that when we mow, you know.
Yeah.
On top of that, it's like summertime, so all the plants and everything's, you know, green and growing and
yes, ma'am. It's
all that good stuff. Summertime.
I alternate between Sudafed and Benadryl. It's Sudafed and Benadryl season, y'all.
Yeah, see, we have Zyrtec allergy, Zyrtec allergy, something or the other. It was at Walgreens, expensive as hell. My eyes are like puffy and watery and itchy and, you know, just.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You poor thing. All right. Well, thanks for having me over tonight. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. And I'll probably go live tomorrow morning. We can chit chat and Sunday morning coffee and, you know.
All right.
I'll probably be over here. I don't know. Hold on. Unsupervised. I thought the same thing. We talked a whole lot of shit on here before and after. Bring summer home, no matter what that looks like. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, baby. We sure did too. I know I'm going to get some rest. Y'all get some rest. I will catch you guys on the flip side. We will talk tomorrow morning. We'll get up and have some coffee and shoot the shit.
Sounds good. Bye.
All right, baby. Good night. Good night, you guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Thank you guys for showing love. As always, y'all know that. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you for hanging out. Let's see here. Get our song going here. Let me see. We always got to
hop out with this because we stopped playing it for this time. What I need to do is start playing it again for y'all, huh? Let's see here. We'll get this going. All right, y'all. I hope you guys have a good night. I will catch y'all on the flip side. I will see you tomorrow morning for coffee and a blunt. Good night. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here, baby.